Hello, this is Ken Vaughn. I'm manager of the MAD team, and this is an early preview of our custom forms project that is currently in development and will be coming out later this year. In this demo, I'm going to focus on a few fundamental features that allow you to create a custom form and instantly publish that form into ITSME 247. So let's start with publishing some forms because I think that will help explain a few important concepts here. I'll go ahead and click here to go into the ITSME 247 Live Forms page. On this page, you'll see I have some instructions on the right and some placeholders on the left. These represent 4 available slots for custom forms inside ITSME 247. To demonstrate, I'm going to use 3 custom forms I previously created and add them to these placeholders. In order to do that, I'm going to click on this green up arrow icon that indicates this form is configured correctly to be used within ITSME. I'll explain a bit more about that later in this video. For this demo, I'm only going to use 3 of the available slots. I want the refer a friend to display first, so I'm going to move that to the top. Now that I've added my 3 forms, notice that the revert and publish buttons at the top are now active once I make any changes. So I'm going to go ahead and publish these changes. Now I'm going to switch over to a prototype that represents how online banking could use the Forms API to display forms instantly once they're published. After refreshing, you can see I now have 3 auto-rotating banner ads that were configured with each form. The user can click through these, or if they're using a tablet, they can swipe back and forth to a particular banner ad. Again, you have full control over the order in which these banner ads will appear. I'll go ahead and select one of these forms and show how this particular form will look inside ITSME. Okay, so now that this form is published, I'm going to modify it. Here I am back in Form Generator, and I'm going to quickly locate this form by typing in a keyword and then select that particular refer a friend form. So that brings me into the form editor that allows you to control and edit the layout and inputs of your form, even after you've published it. Here you can see the different sections of the form I've created, and I'll show you in a moment how that translates to the user experience. But first I'm going to modify this form because I've decided that I want to also collect the applicant's email address in addition to their phone number. And to do that, I'm going to select this section by clicking on this icon. Next, I'll select one of the input options that are these blue icons at the top and select the forced format input. The forced format input is for commonly used inputs that will validate based on that type. Email is a default, so I'm going to leave it as is and also make this a required field. Next, I'm going to move this input by selecting its drag handle to be above the phone number field. Now I'm going to hit save to save my already published form and go check it out. I'll go ahead and hit refresh and click on the banner ad, and there it is. So now I'm going to show you a simple form that I've already started to give you an idea of some of the additional options you have to customize your form. If you notice, the top of the interface has 2 sets of form widgets. The left green ones are the layout related that do not collect any data. The right side grayish blue ones are your typical inputs. So you can see here I'm just using one of the layout options to create a header for this form. You can see I can adjust the size and the weight of that font, and I can also again use the drag handle to move that to the top of my form. There. Another option is to add images to your form. So I'm going to select this header because I want the image to appear below it. Click on this form widget. Right now we have that defaulting to a logo image file, but I'm going to replace that with some artwork that I already have here that I'll drag into this drop zone. Once that's uploaded, I can resize the picture. I'm going to go ahead and make this full width. Now this image itself has a larger canvas area, so it actually fills this space right here. So this is looking as I would want it to look. I'm going to click off the form widget and check out how it looks. I'm going to go ahead and move this above the headline. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and add the same image to the confirmation page. And something to point out here, only form layout widgets can be added to the section since it's only displayed after the member has submitted the form. So if you try to add an input, it's not going to let you. I'm going to resize this. Next, I'm going to add a button link to my confirmation page. This allows me to provide a member a link that might contain more information after the user has submitted his or her form. These, of course, would open into a new tab. I have the option to give the button a new label. All buttons have that capability. Go ahead and use a fake URL here. And that's it. I'm ready to publish my form. And this circles back to what I showed in the beginning about publishing forms. I'm going to go ahead and click on the It's Me 247 Live Forms. And if you notice, the green arrow that we saw with the previous forms, that's not visible. And that's because we haven't included a banner image along with this form. And It's Me needs something to point to that form, so this is a requirement. To do this, I'm going to go into Form Options, and on this page, I'm going to use this drop zone area to upload a banner image I've already created for this. Now that's complete, I can go ahead and save this and go back into It's Me 247 Live Forms. I can go ahead and search for that form. And now you see it has that green up arrow icon indicating that I can use this form and It's Me. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, adding it to my available slot in It's Me. And I want this to appear first, so I'm going to move it to the top. Publish those changes. And I'm going to go over here into that prototype, and I'm going to refresh this page. And there's my banner ad. I'll go ahead and click on this form, show you what it looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and just fill it out. And hit continue. And there it is, form submitted. And where did that form submission go? Well, that's the next part of this project, and it's a little too early to show you much of the functionality here, but we can show you the basic concept. Just like the data tables for forms, you can search your form submissions by any keyword. In this case, I know the applicant's name, so I'll just search for her. I could also search by the form name. There it is. Go ahead and click on that. And there you have it. So this concludes this early preview of the Form Generator and Request Center. Thanks for watching.